Thank you for clicking on the video. Welcome back to the channel. This is another review for Snowfall Season 4, Episode 7, Through the Glass Darkly. So we got Jerome, Franklin, and Leon. They filling Louie in on the details of Fatback's murder, and the fact that he was left outside the club. The police came and Tanisha was there. Tanisha. I think that's how we say it. She was there when the police arrived, and so of course we want to know, okay, well, what was said? How was she around the police? She didn't give the police any information or nothing like that. She said she just worked there. She don't know where nothing is. Louis was worried about the kilos, but Franklin had already cleared it out, so they good. He's not worried no more because the baby's murder is off the board. Now that they got their fall guy, all is well. Ain't nobody gonna be looking into them. They cool. Let's get back to business. Let's get back to the money. They're about to leave. They headed out to go to Alton's sobriety party. Leon say he ain't in the party mood, so he gonna sit this one out. Alton, we see him sitting in his car, and he's contemplating calling Irene. He looking at her business card, and when he's outside his house, and when he walks in the house, surprise! Congratulations, happy sobriety birthday! Woo! We're so proud of you. Then we see them sitting around, talking about the good old days. Sissy is talking about, Alton back in the day when she first met him. He was one of them Bible toting, a new Christian, so he wearing it on his sleeve. It was annoying at the time, they talk about, mama wouldn't have been able to deal with him. And Louis says, well, I don't know what your mama would have said about me. And he says, yeah, we don't. So Jerome's still feeling a little way. He still got a little something in his chest, after finding out that they basically working with the CIA to poison the community. So he feel away, and he taking it out, passive aggressively on Louis. Teddy, Reid, and Javi, they take a private jet to Nicaragua to sort out, the missing money situation. Back with Alton at the shelter, he runs into Wanda asking her, so did you look up those job prospects? And she's like, I'm gonna get on it first thing. So I've been asking around, are you Franklin St. Daddy? Yes. Do you know him? Like how you know my son? Oh, just from around the neighborhood. Anyway, moving on. They both hear this baby screaming, and they run around there. It's that guy, with the two kids. It's his baby, and he's missing. We like, well, where is the daddy? She crawling around on the floor crying, so they got to go find where the daddy is. And when they run outside, this crackhead comes speeding past, and so they run in the direction that he's running from, and the man is frozen solid on the side of the shelter, dead. He done overdosed. So now these kids don't have nobody. Their mama was missing because she cracked out too. And he had the kids, and now he cracked out. And now he gone. So he done left his teenage son and his baby, with nobody. Franklin and Peaches, they riding, around to do a drop, I guess. I don't know. But they riding, and they notice that they're being followed. And so Peaches pulls over, gets out. He got his gun and everything. And the car speeds off. They turn around and speed off. And so it's like, who is that? Like, what's that about? Franklin's like, they had to have been following us for a while. And if they was going to rob us, they would have did that. So it's like they was following us to see if we would, like meet up with the plug. They was trying to get to the plug, whoever it is. So they just going to, head to go do that deal or whatever. Back at the shelter, the police and child services are there. They're trying to sort out the situation with that man's children. Alton is concerned about them being separated or whatever, and child services say they're gonna try to find next of kin. They're gonna try to keep them together, but for right now, they're going into foster care. Leon, he back in the projects, and one of the homies is introducing him to an OG, somebody I guess that he's gonna need to partner with, with this business. And It's Fatback's cousin. So he already, looking to see him. And when he introduces him, he ready to fight. He an OG. So he putting his gun down and he like, listen, let's just go on and get this going. And Leon is like, well, I'm not really here for all of that. Like, I'm just here to do business. Just here to do business. Leon don't want no trouble. But Dion, pays him dust, really tells him to get the stepping. We ain't doing no business. Get on up out of here. Franklin, he meets Gustavo for the drop. And Franklin, he asks him questions. How does Reid seem to you? He seem okay to you? Last time I saw him, he was really drunk. He looked like he been using. Like, is he cool? What, is everything okay? Gustavo is very evasive. He don't give him nothing. He's good as far as I'm concerned. Let's just keep doing our job and worry about ourselves. So he don't have no answers. Alton, we see that he's telling Sissy about his day or whatever. He's just all distraught about these kids. Sissy just wants, you got to be patient. It's really nothing that we can do. He says there is something we can do. Like, we got to do something about this. Basically, he's saying all of our dealings with this crack and, this CIA, all of this, like, we just need to pull ourselves out because we are participating in the, in the breakdown and in the tearing down of our people. He can't take it. He feeling guilty. Sissy's just like, listen, if you can get Franklin to, agree to pull out, then cool. But if not, I don't know what to tell you. Teddy Reid, we see him, they're still on the plane, on the jet or whatever. He and Javi, and he comes out of the bathroom. He done went in there and did a bump or whatever. And Javi's like, so you're not gonna share? So he shares. Javi does a little bump, and they talk or whatever. Javi giving him stories and telling him, stories about his dealings with working with the government before. Like, he done this before. He always been an informant. So he tells him that, that little tidbit of information. It's a little intriguing story. Cool. Then we see Manboy and the homies. They meet up with these two girls. These girls say they got Leon. Leon got a bounty on his head. They say they got Leon. Manboy like, okay, let's see what you got. And they open the trunk and it's somebody else's child. Somebody else's child that they done killed. And they like, I broke my nail trying to, drag him into this trunk. And I did this and we done went through all of this. Give us something. And they like, if you don't take this on up out of here, go away from me with this. And he pull out his gun and everything. Get the fuck up out of here. With y'all in this body, get on. Cause this ain't Leon. Leon, he needs to talk to Jerome. He goes to the club or whatever. And he needs advice on how to deal with the OG. And Jerome is happy to help. I got you. Louis, of course, thinks it's a bad idea, because Jerome offers to go with him and everything. And Jerome is like, ain't you the one saying we got to keep working with the CIA? We got to get the business rolling. Okay, so that's what I'm doing. Unless you want to go down to the projects and square it away. Okay, you not? Okay, well then, let me do what I do and you do what you do. Leave her standing there looking cheap. Then we see Manboy. He talking to his sister, and she ain't baby mama no more, because I done found out the girl name. All this time I ain't been listening. Her name Khadijah. Khadijah, she feel good about herself. She telling him, you should have paid them good people. He like, paying them for what? They killed the wrong person. I ain't paying them for nothing. He's like, you taking this too far. Like, you done went crazy on Fatback, and now you sending people to go kill whoever. Like, what are you doing? Manboy say he got a plan in motion, and she just has to be patient and get out of the way so that his plan, can go about smoothly. And she's like, listen, it take a while to call off a hit, so work fast, nigga. And she walk on up out of there. Alton, he's at the bar, and I was thinking, uh-oh. Now don't fall off the wagon now after your sobriety party. He don't fall off the wagon. He orders a club soda. He's there to meet with Irene. so he can snitch and run his mouth. Before telling everything, though, he say, you got to promise to leave my family out of this. Like, no names, none of that. This need to strictly be about the CIA and their involvement. Leave my family out of this. And she say, I promise, I got you. Excuse me, you all. Wanda, she runs into Leon in the project. She's like, I've been paging you. Like, I'm clean now. I'm out. I need some money, though. Like, she want a job. Girl, you want to work around the drugs? You can't do this no more. Remember the last time you had a job? You got hooked on crack, sis. You can't do it no more. I'm sorry, but we can't hire you. We cannot hire you. But she begging for a chance. And, you know, while she begging, Dion and the homies, they roll up. And, of course, you know, he has an exchange with Jerome. You know, pleasantries, you know, from one OG to the next. And Dion, you know, gives him one of his guys, you know, to be a corner boy or a foot soldier for Jerome and them. He's really smart. He's supposed to be really smart, like a genius. So he's good with numbers, so he probably is a good asset. But that's the stipulation. Like that's how they're gonna be able to work together, is if I can throw in one of my people over there with you, just to keep an eye. Sissy, she home working. Franklin comes in. He notices she wearing a new watch. Damn, when you get that? Is that new? Yeah, it's new. I didn't make out what kind of watch it was. I mean, maybe it's a Rolex. You know, that impresses the people. So I'm assuming that's what she was wearing. She got good news. She making money moves. You know, Franklin is excited about that. Whoop, whoop. Then we see Irene and Alton. They still talking. Now they back at her house. You know, she's showing him everything she got. And he's still floored by it all. And she's still trying to pull and bleed some more information out of him. So he sticks around a little bit longer to give her some more information. Then we see Javi and Teddy Reid. They finally made it in, and they're at the bank trying to figure it all out. The bank manager, she comes down. Oh, we apologize. We're so sorry for your missing money. We're going to refund it right now. It's all taken care of. We found out that it was one of our employees, blah, blah, blah. Reid is like, wait a minute. Let me stop you there. So one of your employees stole from me? What's his name? Oh, I'm not going to be able to give you his name. What's his name? Sorry, no comprende? That's not what she said, but she was just like, no, I'm sorry. We're not doing that. I'm not giving you his name. Reid say, all right, touche, bitch, touche. Alton gets home, and, you know, he can barely look at himself in the mirror, just standing there looking cheap. And you oughta, because that was stupid. That wasn't the right move to make. No. Anyway, Sissy comes in. You know, she got questions, of course. Like, well, what's going on with you? And he just says to her, what I did for all of us. And just walks away. Then we see Jerome. He's schooling the new corner boys or whatever on what they're supposed to do. And Leon is also there. And this girl walk up on Leon and, you know, cocks her gun. And she's like, 5,000 bounty on your head, dead or alive. And I need that money. I need that money, Frankie. And then the dude, the little boy, because he wasn't there. He wasn't there for the lesson, but he showed up right on time. You know, the person that was a part of Dion's crew. And he pulled his gun on her. And, you know, she looking all defeated. And he walks up to her and she just, you know, gives him her sob story. Listen, I got all my siblings I'm taking care of. My mama on crack. We, you know, like, I'm taking care of everybody. Like, I need this money or we gonna be out on the street, blah, blah, blah. She looked desperate enough, you know. And Leon puts his gun up to her chin and he's like, if you need something, fucking ask. Don't be rolling up on me like this. So, you know, Leon, you know, he take care of the people. You know, He take care of people. That's his role. That's his job. I want to say that's what Fatback's role was, you know, in the projects. He used to look out for the people. And so he put a little money in her pocket. Jerome like, He take the money out her pocket. What else you got? What else you got to say about this damn bounty? What you know about the bounty? And you know, so he gonna make her earn that money. Teddy Reid, he in this hotel, you know, pacing the floor, you know, making calls. He done found out who the person is. You know, he's really giving Jake from, you know, B613 energy. Javi pops by, you know, don't do it. He already know what's about to happen. He trying to convince him not to go down that road, but too late. Too late. You don't want to hear it. Irene, she's at home and, you know, she's toasting with her ex-husband. Well, at least she's trying to toast to, you know, this story that she has. And she's like, I worked so hard. I know I wasn't the best wife and I wasn't a good mother, but this is why, like, I've been waiting all this time and working this hard for a story like this. And she finally has it. So she's excited, but he, you know, pops all the air out of her balloon. Cause it's like, at what cost? At what cost? Cause I'm looking at you today, but I might not be looking at you tomorrow. You playing around with the CIA. She says she ain't never scared. Franklin and the family, they're you know, at the club and they talking about, you know, the bounty on their heads. You know, Louis scared. She's like, messing around with y'all motherfuckers gonna get me killed. Like, I can't keep up with y'all. While they're in there talking or whatever, Sissy comes in and she got this real defeated look on her face. Just like, I gotta talk to you. And so they got to talk. Teddy Reid done found the employee. He clicking on the lights. So where's my money? The man waking up. Money? Okay. What money? I ain't stole no money. I don't know what you're talking about. Reid is like, where's my money? I know you the one did it, so where's my money? He just completely, you know, whatever. Because the man, you know, he's trying to explain himself. And Reid just gets up on him and sticks him with a needle. Knocks him out so he can, you know, move him to the kill room. Like B613 would do. You know, damn, what was his name? I forgot just that fast. It was Jake. Jake was in B613. And so was Huck. That's what it was. Sorry for the scandal references. If you don't know what I'm talking about, B613 was the CIA over there on Scandal. Franklin and Sissy, they back at the house and they talking to Alton. You know, because we all know what's going on now. Alton, you know, he trying to explain it away. He did it for the family, and it's just, you know, it's all bad, and like they have to think about, you know, the repercussions of all of this and how this is just affecting the community and all of this, that, and the third. Franklin has had enough. Franklin pulled his gun because he want a name. Give me a name. This reporter. Okay, so she's a woman. Okay, so what's her name? He ain't gonna give her no name. He ain't gonna give the name. Franklin pulled a game. Give me a name. And Alton is like, you gonna pull your gun on me? You gonna shoot me like you shot, what was the man named Andre? You gonna kill me like you killed Andre? Franklin calms down, you know, puts his gun down. You know, Sissy's just standing there and he's just going on and on. You know, what about the community? And like, we've been through so much, been through slavery, been through Jim Crow and all of this, that, and the third for, you know, the systemic racism to still be ongoing. And now we're in it and participating in it. And why he say that? Because Franklin picked up that gun and popped him upside the head. Sissy's like, what are you doing, Franklin? Alton still bleeding from his forehead, still trying to plead his case. And Franklin is just like, leave, Alton. Leave, Alton. Told him, don't ever call me son again. Leave. He pacing the floor and Alton's just, you look through a glass darkly. Oh, fuck all that poetry. Leave, Alton. Leave, Alton. Get the fuck out. Alton, you got to go. It was sad. It was intense. You know, I was watching like, this is your father you talking to. Just done put him out. Like, he ain't the man of the house no more. He is not the man of the house. Franklin is. Franklin is running things around there. And he's lucky because I was really thinking Franklin was going to shoot him. I really did. He halfway like his daddy anyway. So I really thought that Franklin was going to, snap in that moment. Like he did with Andre. But he didn't, he just puts him out. Teddy Reid, he got the man in the kill room. And of course, he's torturing him and asking him all these questions. He tortures him, by way of waterboarding. And the man is not giving up any information. He said he don't know nothing. I don't know what you're talking about. I ain't stole nothing. It wasn't me. And Reid is just, he's insisting that, nah, you lying. You lying and you gonna tell me where my money is right now. Franklin, he been paging Reid, and he calls Gustavo, and Gustavo still being evasive, still like, I don't know, I'll let you know when I find him. I'll let you know when he's back. And they get off the phone, but while he's there, Reid gets a text, and Gustavo looks at not a text, a text. What nobody texting, because this is the 80s. But anyway, he gets a fax, and he looks at he reads it, and I don't understand what it's supposed to be given, but maybe we'll find out later. But anyway, whatever it was, he's visibly shook about it. Teddy Reid, he got the man in there, the man half dead, and then we hear Policia. So he got to hightail it, and he get out of there hopping through the window, by the skin of his teeth, because them people bust right on in there. And Javi. So Javi done called the police. Whose side you on, Javi? He notices that curtain moving, so he already know Reid is in the wind. Franklin goes to see Tanisha. She been waiting on him. She already know what's what. He sit down, so we're having another Mario braid my hair moment. Instead, she's greasing his scalp, and he cries in her lap. He's just like, I think this time we're screwed. I think we are in some serious trouble this time. And he just breaks down crying. We also see Irene writing the story, and at the same time we hear Alton, on the tape recorder. So she's just jotting everything he's saying. So the story is out there. That's just that. She's writing it, and the next thing is she gonna just be taking it to the publisher and editing it and all of that. And it'll be out. So it's about to go down. I'm thinking they gonna kill Irene. They might kill Irene. Hopefully it don't be Alton, because he out there too, left high and dry. Franklin is trying to get in touch with Reid to let him know, this is happening out here. The shit has hit the fan. Like, there's a reporter out there that knows everything, and he ain't answering the phone. He ain't calling Franklin back. So, Reid, you about to be in some trouble for real. Because on one hand, you trying to deal with this whole, stolen money situation, and then on the other hand, you over here working with Franklin and them, and Franklin's dad done told everything. Anyway, guys, be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. It's Call Me Busby, and I'll chat with you later. Peace and light.